Again, this could arguably one of the best NBA seasons in recent history. We got several All-Stars already changing teams in the offseason, and today, Blake Griffin was just traded to the Pistons. Holy crap. Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to talk about the Griffin trade and how it will affect both the Pistons, mostly the Pistons, and maybe the Clippers. Alright, so let's get to it. Alright, so according to the news, the Los Angeles Clippers have agreed to trade All-Star forward Blake Griffin to the Detroit Pistons. The Clippers will receive Tobias Harris, Avery Bradley, Boban Marjanovic, and a first and second round pick for 2018. The Clippers are also sending Bryce Johnson and Willie Reed to Detroit alongside Griffin. The projections on Detroit's 2018 first round pick include a protection on 124 in 2018, 2019, and 2020, but it's unprotected in 2021 per sources. Again, this move is huge for the Clippers because right now they have chosen a direction which is to blow it up, because looking back a few years ago, even with Chris Paul on the team, they still couldn't even make it to the Western Conference Finals. So right now, with only Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan, they probably couldn't go even far. So looking at the Clippers, they started hot, but then they lost a ton of games because Blake Griffin got injured again. But they managed to come back to be still in the playoff race, but right now they're really going nowhere with the team. Sure, they can sneak as the 8th seed in the playoffs, but again, who cares? They'll probably just get swept by the Warriors and be stuck in this NBA purgatory for several years. Since they decided to make a choice, so it's better to move it now rather than waiting several years until his trade value have declined. I'm talking about you, Phil Jackson. But anyway, because Griffin has 5 years and $171 million left in his contract, and that's not a small amount of money, and because of other contracts as well, they might need to go the luxury tax to attract new free agents in the near future. With that said, they are also currently exploring DeAndre Jordan, which means it will be the end of Lob City. You will be missed. So looking at the salary situation, they will only have to play Blake for half the season because he's traded. And they also got the best players available from the Pistons, such as Avery Bradley and Tobias Harris. While yes, again, Tobias Harris is no Blake Griffin, he's still a fringe All-Star and he's in the conversation for this year's All-Star snubs. Also, he's only 25 years old and averaging a career high in points, 3-pointers made, and 3-point percentage. So it's not exactly bad, to be honest. So looking at the Pistons side of the deal, the Pistons actually started the season well. They were 22-18 at one point, but then Reggie Jackson got injured and they lost 8 straight. So they knew they gotta shake things up in order to make the playoffs, and they knew that Tobias Harris and Avery Bradley wasn't really working. So they sent them to the Clippers. Now the issue with the Pistons now is that yes, while they have a 4 in Blake and 5 in Drummond, it really hasn't worked this year with Blake and DeAndre back in LA. It used to work in recent years because Chris Paul was the playmaker and they were just catching lobs, doing flashy dunks and whatever. That's why they got the nickname Lob City. But I think it might work for the Pistons because Blake is very used to play with a traditional big man for his entire career, such as DeAndre Jordan. So, because Andre Drummond and DeAndre Jordan are pretty similar in terms of playing style, and yes, again, he's still Blake Griffin. Sure, he wasn't the athletic Blake that won dunk contests or anything, but that doesn't change the fact that he's still no doubt an all-star caliber player. And he's also averaging a career high in assists, free throw percentage, and 3-pointers made. But regarding that Clippers curse, the injury curse, Blake should be pretty free from that, and he should be able to relive his career with the Pistons. Also, with the addition of Blake, I think Detroit could be a marquee free agent destination because when you look at Detroit's history, they usually won with teamwork and depth. Well, yes, some teams could win with teamwork and depth. It usually comes out to talent and a superstar on a certain team. And Detroit is pretty much the outlier in three scenarios. Well, yes, I know Detroit isn't New York or LA. I think the addition of Blake could change the team, and maybe free agents could come, and the trade also proves how much faith the Pistons have in Reggie Jackson because they basically refuse to trade him. Well, at least now the Pistons have a higher ceiling and may win 50 games, but is Blake a long-term option? Honestly, regarding the injuries, well, only time can tell. Chakras, fornication is a sin. We can fuck our neighbor, regardless of father, or in heaven.